So the way they are taking the country into, they are driving us into the protest. The protest may happen.
Even though if there are some third party inside that they are making them to do the protest, at least it's for their own good.
By the time government on power is not meeting up their obligation to the masses, whenever youth want to protest against what the government is doing, they don't look at what really people are protesting on. They only look at the other side, that the youth or the masses did not know their rights.
The Kenyan youth took to the street last month to protest proposed tax hike by the government. While the protest was predominantly peaceful, tension escalated when the police used tear gas and water cannons against the demonstrators. The situation further deteriorated last week when some protesters stormed parliament, prompting the police to open fire, resulting in dozens of fatalities. The protests have sparked widespread debates on social media, with some theories suggesting that the mobilization of Kenyans across ethnic lines for common economic demands was orchestrated by political figures harboring ethnic grievances. This speculation has only added fuel to the already volatile situation. In the light of this event, Naija Anchor News took to the streets of Nigeria to gauge public opinions on the Kenyan protests. Nigerians were asked whether they believe the protests in Kenya were genuinely motivated by the youth's concern over the economic situation, or if they were sponsored by opposition politicians. The responses were mixed. Some Nigerians felt that the protests were a genuine expression of the youth's frustration with the economic conditions in Kenya. Others believed the political figures were behind the mobilization, using economic grievances as a cover for their agenda.
We have a mentality in African countries, anyway. By the time government on power is not meeting up their obligation to the masses, whenever youth want to protest against what the government is doing, they don't look at what really people are protesting on. They only look at the other side, that the youth or the masses did not know their rights. So there will be certain category of people that will sponsor them or tell them their rights. I don't think it's like that. Youth, they are protesting for their rights. The government is supposed to look into their demands and did it. It's not the issue of saying that it's an opposition, it's so this, it's so that.
Even though if there are some third party inside that they are making them to do the protest, at least it's for their own good. Because if you look at the situation that is going on in Kenya, it's even worse than the one in Nigeria. So I think the better way for them to make their voice being heard is for them to do the protest as long as it is a peaceful protest.
Yeah, I think what they are doing is genuine.
Africa has suffered very well. Africa has suffered very well. The colonization where the British give us is useless Africa. So I didn't blame Kenyan people for what they are doing, because poor men are dying every day. Poverty are killing Africans. So no way, the colonization has nothing to help.
When asked if Nigerian youths should also protest against their government, opinions were divided. Some respondents supported the idea, citing the need for change and improvement in Nigeria's own economic situation. Others were against it, fearing the potential for violence and instability.
I will not love it, because Nigeria is a country that you don't care about the common citizens. Whenever it's happened, maybe they will send people, they will go and shoot them. They will say that this has been sponsored by opposition. They will even mention people that have sponsored it, instead of looking for the genuine reason why these people are protesting. Because they are our leaders, we voted them there for our interests. But by the time they are not doing it, they just target that hoodlums, criminals, IPO, whatever they decided to tag those category, the group of people on, they will tag. And when people went there, shoot. When you have been killed, maybe they will describe you as an undesirable element or suspected armed robbers. This and that will be the end of it. Nobody, you cannot even, justice cannot be followed. this country?
Yes, exactly.
Why do you feel this should happen?
Because like for if you look at the situation of Nigeria, it's just like Nigerians, we don't know our rights. We don't know what we are even doing. We have to like make a move that we show these our leaders that we know what we are doing, and this thing has to be changed in order for us to move forward as a nation, as a country.
Yes, I'll be in support.
Why, sir?
Why? Because the way, let me just take an example as maybe the way food is going, the scarcity of this thing now. It's not something of we the poor can even get this thing in the market. Everything is so high now. You even go to buy this in Maggi now, you hear this cost of this thing. So if they are doing it, then why won't I be in support of it? Because I'm also facing this.
You know, in this situation of protests, Nigeria has experienced many protests, but they are driving us into the protests. So the way they are taking the country into, they are driving us into the protests. The protests may happen one day if the bourgeoisie doesn't take time.
Finally, Naija Anchor News inquired whether Nigerians would personally join a protest if one were organized. Some respondents expressed their willingness to participate, driven by a desire for positive change in Nigeria. However, some stated they would not join, either due to fear of violence or skepticism about the effectiveness of such actions.
Exactly, because I want change. I want Nigeria to be better. Why won't I participate? I will participate.
Yes, I will have the mind to go for it.
Why do you think you can do it?
Because I'm ready to die for my country. For what I know is not right, I'm ready to die for it. Because even though if I'm not doing it, I will also die. So I believe, let me die so that my people will know that this is what I die for.
As the situation in Kenya continues to unfold, it remains to be seen how the government will respond to the ongoing unrest and whether similar movements will emerge in other parts of Africa. Stay tuned to Naija Anchor News as we continue to cover these and more stories.